Hello, my name is Shannon Gale, the principal at Southside Academy. I'm happy to have you here today to discuss our lottery. I'd like to tell you more about what makes Southside Academy so special. Southside athletics stand out with our boys and girls basketball and track, and our girls volleyball, as well as our cheerleading. Our math and ELA intervention programs help bridge student gaps. I would like to take a few minutes to share with you more about our lottery. Today, we will be filling seats for the fall. We'll send you communication to all of our families. If your child is accepted in our lottery, congratulations. We can't wait for you to join Southside family. More information about important paperwork will be sent in the next few days. If you have been placed on a waiting list, please don't be discouraged. Between now and the first day of school, changes will occur. Hang in there. There will be many opportunities for you to check your child's status on the waiting list in the upcoming months via email, phone call, and text message. We will also notify you immediately once a seat becomes available. I'd like to extend a special welcome and thank you to our third-party official who is not affiliated with NHA to make sure that they have reviewed our process. By witnessing this, they will ensure fairness and accuracy. I encourage you to visit the enrollment process on our school's website to check out the quick video that provides an overview of the lottery process. The direct link to the video will be included in the comment box. We'll play the video for you now. Good luck, everyone!
When a charter school receives more applications than seats available for the next school year, a lottery is held for all grades. All applications received during open enrollment are eligible for selection today. The lottery is recorded, and requests to view the recording can be made at any time. The lottery is done electronically. To ensure fairness and accuracy, the lottery software was designed by an independent company with no affiliation to our school or National Heritage Academies. In addition, a neutral third-party official has reviewed our enrollment process and will witness today's drawing. This person is not related to any student, staff member, board member, anyone applying to the school, or a National Heritage Academies employee. First, the software randomly draws the grade order that drives the entire process. Second, students will be selected based on enrollment preference groups. We'll explain preference groups throughout today's lottery. To help keep students within the same family together, we will honor sibling preference. Sibling preference is defined as children who have at least one common parent or legal guardian and are living in the same household at least 50% of the time. Sibling preference is granted prior to the lottery when an applying student has a sibling already attending our school. It may also be granted during the lottery, but only after a sibling is accepted. If a seat is available in the grade of the student who is granted preference, he or she will be placed in the next available seat. However, if there is no seat available, the student will be placed in the next spot on the waiting list in the sibling preference group. Preference may also be granted to other groups and will be explained in further detail as the lottery takes place. If your child is accepted, check your email, text messages, and mailbox for next steps to complete the enrollment process. Upon acceptance, you will receive information about our online parent portal where you can access forms, grades, attendance, and more. If you do not receive the acceptance package, contact the office. Visit our parent portal to complete enrollment registration within the deadline specified in the acceptance letter. If you miss the deadline, your child may lose their seat at our school. If you have a child already attending our school, paperwork for your new student will not be available until at least 24 hours after the lottery. Please keep your contact information up to date by notifying us of any address, email, or phone number changes. If we try to contact you by mail and the mail is returned, or if we are unable to reach you at any of the phone numbers or email addresses you provided, we will remove your child's name from the list. If your child is placed on the waiting list, you will receive regular emails and text messages updating you about your child's position on the waiting list. If you want your child to attend our school, stay on the list since openings can occur at any time, even after the school year begins. If you are no longer interested in our school, please let us know so we can remove your child's name to provide an opportunity for another child on the waiting list. Once your child has been removed from the list, you will need to reapply if you change your mind. Thank you for attending today's lottery.
Welcome. Before we start, here are a few additional notes about the lottery process. The lottery software will display the children drawn by their ID number. You should have received your child's ID by mail and email before the lottery. If you need a reminder, just reach out to the school office. Once accepted students are announced, siblings of accepted students will be pulled at the same time and either accepted, placed on the waiting list, or receive an updated rank if their number was already drawn. Let's begin. To start, let's look at some of our numbers. During our open enrollment, we received 167 applications and have 68 open seats. With that information, we have open seats available today in kindergarten and in 8th grade. We will form a waiting list in all of our remaining grades. We're going to begin by drawing the grade order, starting with kindergarten, 1st, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Beginning our drawing, we will pull applicants based on their preference group. This is found at the top of the screen. The first preference we will be pulling for is for siblings in district. This is for applicants who have a student already enrolled at our school and who also reside within our school community of Syracuse.
810082, kindergarten, accepted. 827963, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 827962, kindergarten, accepted. 828309, kindergarten, accepted. 816060, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 816054, kindergarten, accepted. 812842, kindergarten, accepted. 824374, kindergarten, accepted. 827068, kindergarten, accepted. 827430, kindergarten, accepted. 825957, kindergarten, accepted. 822710, kindergarten, accepted. 821634, kindergarten, accepted. 824187, kindergarten, accepted. 827107, kindergarten, accepted. 826653, kindergarten, accepted. 822424, kindergarten, accepted. 820844, kindergarten, accepted. 812843, kindergarten, accepted. 820456, kindergarten, accepted. 825861, kindergarten, accepted.
Okay, moving on to our first grade list. We do not have seats available for these students. Will go into our waiting list. And I don't believe we have any students for 5th grade. So moving on to 3rd grade, no students. 2nd grade, 4th grade, beginning our waiting list. 6th grade, beginning our waiting list. And 7th grade. And 8th grade. We'll now begin pulling for our sibling preference out of district. Again, this is for siblings of students already enrolled at our school, but these are students who do not reside within our school community, beginning with kindergarten.
821281, kindergarten, accepted.
All right, and for 1st grade, 5th grade, 3rd grade. All of these remaining grades do not have any students assigned this preference, so this should go pretty quickly. 8th grade, and to the top of the list, we'll now be pulling for staff in district. This is for students whose parent is or legal guardian works at the school or are on the school board, and they also reside within the local district of Syracuse.
823069, kindergarten, accepted.
Okay, none of our other grades have this preference, so we'll move quickly through our list. Our next preference is for staff out of district, children whose parent or legal guardian are staff on our school or school board but do not reside in the school community. None of our grade levels have students in this preference category, so we will quickly move through these grade levels. The next preference is for ELL students that are in district. This is preference that is granted to students whose primary language is something other than English and who also reside within our local school district. For kindergarten,
824899, kindergarten, accepted. 815641, kindergarten, accepted.
okay, no students for first grade, for fifth grade, third grade, second grade, fourth grade, for sixth grade, for seventh grade, and for eighth grade. We'll now move on to our ELL out of district preference. Again, this is preference granted to students whose primary language is something other than English. These students do not reside in our local school district. Starting with kindergarten, first grade, third grade, second grade, fourth grade, sixth grade, we have one student, seventh grade, and eighth grade. All right, we will now begin our district preference. These are students who live within our local school community of Syracuse, and we will begin with kindergarten students.
822531, kindergarten, accepted. 827150, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 827149, kindergarten, accepted. 820845, kindergarten, accepted. 824907, kindergarten, accepted. 811484, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 811482, 6th grade, waiting list. 811473, kindergarten, accepted. 827067, kindergarten, accepted. 828626, kindergarten, accepted. 819129, kindergarten, accepted. 825087, kindergarten, accepted. 809317, kindergarten, accepted. 827554, kindergarten, accepted. 828307, kindergarten, accepted. 827835, kindergarten, accepted. 820455, kindergarten, accepted. 806000, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 806001, 6th grade, waiting list. 819820, kindergarten, accepted. 828977, kindergarten, accepted. 776309, kindergarten, accepted. 819668, kindergarten, accepted. 828545, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 828566, 4th grade, waiting list. 819818, kindergarten, accepted. 821872, kindergarten, accepted. 818821, kindergarten, accepted. 819667, kindergarten, accepted. 828534, kindergarten, accepted. 821654, kindergarten, accepted. 824097, kindergarten, accepted. 825960, kindergarten, accepted. 811485, kindergarten, accepted. 828308, kindergarten, accepted. 810090, kindergarten, accepted. 811475, kindergarten, accepted. 810098, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 810099, 4th grade, waiting list. 810103, kindergarten, accepted. 826153, kindergarten, accepted. Sibling, 826151, 2nd grade, accepted. 819452, kindergarten, accepted. 742346, kindergarten, accepted.
Okay, we will now begin building our waiting list for 1st grade, continuing with our district preference. And district preference for our 5th grade students. These students will be placed on a waiting list. For our 3rd grade list of district preference, these students will be placed on a waiting list. For 2nd grade,
828310, 2nd grade, accepted. 824609, 2nd grade, accepted.
and the remaining students will be placed on a waiting list. Fourth grade district preference, these students will be placed on a waiting list following students who have had sibling preference already placed there. For 6th grade, these students with district preference will follow 7 students who have already been given preference prior to this drawing. For 7th grade, these district preference students will go on our waiting list. And our 8th grade students with district preference
799216, 8th grade, accepted. 813208, 8th grade, accepted.
and the remaining students will begin our waiting list. Okay, as we return to the beginning of our grades, we are going to begin pulling the remaining applicants that do not have any type of preference, starting with kindergarten and in 1st grade, 5th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 4th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. For those who are accepted, congratulations to our new families. We are excited to partner with you. Please keep an eye out for details coming your way soon, including everything you need to know about our parent portal and how to confirm your child's enrollment at our school. And don't forget to schedule a tour. We'd love to show you all the wonderful things ahead for your family. If your child is placed on the waiting list, hang in there. There's a lot of movement between now and the first day of school. Every month, we'll send you a link to easily check your child's spot on the waiting list. This concludes our lottery. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of our new families.